Hello and welcome to another Near Running Cast. As always, my name is Johno, and I'm joined once again by special guest Chris Dyer. Hello, Chris.
Hi, Johno.
And we're here for the second game, the second final game between Chris Martin and Ollie McEnteggert at the BABW Reading qualifier. So obviously, Ollie won through the winners bracket, but lost to Chris in the first final, so they are going to swap sides. Chris is on a Whizzard deck, which we saw earlier, had the likes of Keyhole and Siphon. We didn't actually see an Eater, but I think it's reasonable to assume. And Ollie is on CTM, which we also saw earlier, which seemed to be a fairly standard CTM list. So, let's see, what is Ollie's opening here? He's going to draw sweeps and ISHQ. Not unreasonable, no asset though.
No asset, but drawing first click as CTM is often a good move anyway.
That's true. You've got a lot of key cards in your deck that you want to kind of get to as soon as possible. Chris has a poker HQ, and we see a Data Raven. Was that an interesting res?
Yeah, we saw something like this in the previous game, and this one might actually be even more compelling in that way. So, because it's a Data Raven, when he goes Siphon, he can just ignore Data Raven effectively. He will run for it happily all day. So again, Chris knows that he can't run it at the moment, but when he's ready to go tag me, he can run it without any downside. Yeah,
if he draws a Siphon, he might just say, well, might as well go for it and Siphon through the Raven and not care about it. Although it is a trace, of course.
Yeah, it does let you duck the can Siphon.
So he also stole the GFI. Is that going to give him pause?
Ollie will be happy about that. GFI is... In this deck, you really want the run to have it early because then you can just swap it. It's really hard to score yourself. Quite often, CTM will actively try and give away a GFI.
Yeah, okay. So, Turnpike and R&D is strong, though. Again, if he goes tag me, he doesn't care about it.
No, but it's going to tax Chris's economy until the point he's happy to go tag me. And even when he does go tag me, it still costs you a credit to go for it.
Yes, that's true. It's still a pop-up kind of for the runner. So, does he check the remote? He's not going to. He's going to have had worse. Okay, I wonder if he's drawing for, say, David or something, so we can check it. He's going to check it.
It's worth checking it.
So it is a Turnpike. So that suggests Sansan to me, or something.
It suggests it's not an agenda.
It is a Sansan. Okay, it's not an agenda for sure because that's a terrible choice of ice because they have to break it anyway.
Well, sometimes depending on their money levels, you're happy to either score an agenda or put them so low on credits they're going to be tagged.
That's true.
So it looks like Chris might already have given up on clearing tags.
Yeah, I think he took the tag from...
Took a tag from Turnpike, and took one from CTM, yeah.
That's right. So he's now considering if he clears 2 tags, that would leave him dangerously low. He's going to run.
He's going to ignore it.
So he's just going to take the tags.
Already taking his tags, yeah.
Which is very dangerous. It's going to still another GFI. Interesting. I mean, Ollie hasn't scored any agendas. If he draws a breaking news now, he scores out of hand for sure.
Just scores it straight away, yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason to leave it on the table. Okay. Right. Okay, so it's this kind of game. So Ollie now needs to, he needs to shore up a little bit. I mean, best case for Ollie, he's given up all the agendas he had in his hand, and it's just a bad start. But he's got more agendas.
The problem is none of his ice does anything now. It taxes him a credit, but Chris will take those on the basis he only needs 1 lucky access. He's happy to run through Turnpike just to see if he wins the game.
Yeah, if he's got a breaking news, I think scores breaking news out of hand, and then just hopes to start drawing exchanges and playing them as soon as he does.
The difficulty is that because Chris has stolen all 2 pointers, he'll still be on game point.
Sensei, which he trashed for sure, especially if Ollie's in a tough place.
Another impact, which is because he's got 5 tags, that means Resistor can now be broken by David.
That is true. He does have 5 tags. Okay, so he's going to check HQ, hit Sansan. Maybe. He has used Whizzard. He's used 2 Whizbox, so it's not great. He's going to leave it.
Probably hurts the economy too much.
But he's going to go again. Okay, so he's now just sniffing out agendas. He thinks that the win is kind of on the table already.
Yeah. So he's got to be careful, and this is right. He does need to look for accesses, but he can't get too greedy.
He can try R&D as well.
For a couple of reasons. One is that
that's blank.
You don't want to waste too many clicks without building your board state.
Yes.
The second is that psychographics is the classic way out of this whole
Absolutely. Psychographics is a thing.
You've really got to watch how many tags you're on.
Yes, that's true.
So he's already given away 12 tags, which is enough to psycho out a 7-point Beal.
That's true. So he's on 8, and there's 4 counters on the Raven. So Ollie binned some hard-hitting news because, of course. So Chris is going to go in, take some more tags, and he's going to try and get an agenda.
So he needs to check R&D every single turn.
If he sees psychographics, more toll booth. If he sees psychographics, so Ollie at this point just needs to, if he can get some hedges and stuff and just get up to 13, then there's a real.
Chris has so many tags now that he can't change his plan.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there's no getting out of this.
There's nothing else you can do.
He's on 10 tags. So.
You can't clear the tags enough. Yeah.
What's that saying? I think he's not worried about it. Okay, so I think this is Chris's plan. He's just going to get as many accesses as he can every turn. The fact is, all of the ice is now blank. Turnpike is an annoyance.
Resistor is definitely online.
Okay, so we saw Resistor. So that may be what's gone on HQ. Is that fair to suggest?
I would have thought so. So the fact it's gone on HQ is interesting.
That is, yeah, a giveaway.
It means, well, either it means you're worried about Siphon or that there's probably Engender in hand.
Okay, he's going to check. And still
Global Food.
Okay, all right. And that's it, right? So he had a bill in hand.
So he had the bill in hand, yeah.
So that's why I put it on HQ. Sure. If you don't put it there, then I guess Chris is just going to keep hitting HQ every turn until you draw psychographics.
Almost certainly, but
yeah,
it's the classic situation that because you put it on HQ, he's always going to run R&D. If you put it on R&D, does it suggest you've got less agendas in hand? It's not as valuable to hit it? Maybe.
Yeah.
And Chris probably runs it at least once a turn, maybe, but who knows? What you've just seen is the downside of Data Raven.
Yeah, well, there was no and I guess Turnpike to some extent, there was no reason for him to not run R&D. Right?
Yeah, so
he's going to run R&D
Turnpike at least
turn.
costs him a credit.
Yeah,
so there is a small nominal downside. Data Raven is doing literally nothing in that game.
But it doesn't have to. If I have been in the position where I've been on 0 and said, well, I might as well run through a Turnpike. If I'm tag me and on 0, it's not a great position to be in, but yeah, you can test through a Turnpike, that kind of thing. Yeah, okay. So a fairly quick game. Ollie was pretty flooded. There's not a lot you can do about that.
Yeah, he gave away points from R&D actually as well. So Chris's accesses were good, but and that is a vulnerability of the CTM list. If somebody is dedicated tag and is happy to take tags, suddenly you look at your ice and there's only about 4 or 5 ice in the deck that you can res that will actually stop them.
Yeah, okay. So Resistor, you mentioned Toll Booth, if you can afford
Toll
it.
Booth, if you can res it. Archangel, they've got a board set up, but Chris had literally no cards installed.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So that wasn't
some lists play one small code gate like an Enigma or Quandary that would also have held.
Yeah, okay, all right. But no vanillas, that kind of thing. It's all Resistor.
Again, some decks play one vanilla, but chances of seeing them are relatively slow because Ollie didn't draw many cards either because Chris trashed all his senses.
Yeah, great. Yeah, interesting. So anyway, Chris then was our BABW Reading champion. He went on to play in the BABW finals in London, along with Ollie, actually. Neither of them had qualified, so they were the 2 seats. They were our tributes that we sent to the finals, which are held at Darksphere. And I guess the tradition at the end of whenever I finish a tournament of these videos is that I thank the venue, which is great, Eclectic Games in Reading. You should check it out.
And the amazing TO.
Yeah, and obviously the TO is a great guy, incredibly handsome. But it was a good tournament. I honestly forget how many we had, but it was like 20 or something. It was a decent number. 22.
I think it was 22.
Okay. Oh, you think it was 22?
I think it was 22. I wasn't there.
I also think it was 22.
Well,
okay.
Let's say it was 22.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to work out how you know this. You've been scouting what
I spend a lot of time on Aku.
Okay, all right. Yes, it was something like that. And it was good. It was a decent turnout. I guess I won't divulge what happened at the BABW finals because they'll probably come up in the next set of videos. I haven't actually decided if I'm going to do that. I might even just skip them and go straight to world stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Great. Anyway, thank you, Chris, for helping me with this series of videos. I should remind all our viewers they can find all of the videos for all our tournaments at the website newreadinggrid.co.uk and on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you for helping me commentate this video and the whole series.
It's been my pleasure.
And thank you for watching, and we'll see you again very soon.